Well, hello, everybody. We are live with breaking news. We are live with Angela, Nurse Angela, from the bed of Alexis Lorenze. Angela, thank you for coming live on CHD TV. We've got to get help for Alexis. Alexis, if you can hear us, please know that around the world, people are sending you so much love and praying for you, and we will get you out. We are here to help. Angela, please tell us what's going on.
This is a case of a really severe vaccine injury. She was given 3 vaccines and within 10 minutes had an immediate serious reaction. She lost vision in both of her eyes. She had a locked jaw. She started vomiting. She went downhill really fast. And so we are working really hard to keep her alive, get her transported to another location where we have a team of trusted doctors who are going to take really good care of her. We have lots of people that are loving and supporting us, and we just really appreciate you guys there at CHD for all the love and care for what has happened to her. It's just been really, truly a nightmare, and we are going to get through this.
Angela, can you tell us the 3 vaccinations that Alexis got and why she got them?
So she has been treated since January with something called PNH, and that happened in January of this year. So she came here for treatment for that, and in order to continue treatment, they wanted to they said that she needed to have vaccinations in order to continue her care and her treatment, and they basically gave her the ultimatum of needing these vaccines to continue treatment, or she would have to check out of the hospital. And she was pressured into taking them, otherwise she wouldn't get care. And after getting the vaccines, she had an immediate reaction, and within 10 minutes, it just really went downhill. And it's just been really a nightmare ever since.
And she had DTaP meningitis pneumococcal, correct?
There's a little bit of a discrepancy as to what she got, because what was been given to us and what the nurses are telling me are 2 different things. So I don't want to state the exact vaccines until I know exactly what was given. What was given to us on her medical records is different from what the nurses are telling me. So I really don't know what's going on, but we have requested all of her medical records. I've had Steve Kirsch download as much as we possibly can. And we have just wonderful doctors who are sorry. I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just working really hard, Polly, and we appreciate you guys so much. We appreciate Mary Holland and Mr. Kennedy and, you know, the whole team over at CHD, who has just been a tremendous amount of support. And also Vaccine Safety Research Foundation, when they found out about this, they were on the phone and got me a plane ticket immediately and made arrangements for me to get down here and be her advocate. So we've had a long night, but we are going to get her care and get her better.
Thank God for you, Nurse Angela, for being there and saving Alexis. So why are you transferring her to another hospital? What was the treatment like in the hospital?
So the treatment has been subpar, in my opinion. They've had her on different floors. There were times where she would push the call light begging for help, and they wouldn't come in for hours and hours and hours. She stated too that they had, was it doctors that were laughing at you, Alexis? There was doctors laughing. One physician told her that she was a science experiment. So the trust here where we are, she doesn't feel safe, and she doesn't trust the team. So we are working on, we're just waiting for the ambulance to come and pick us up and get us to a place where we have trusted physicians that are willing to assume care and take care of her.
Please tell Alexis that she has all our prayers and all our love. So many people around the world praying and loving her. Now, the other thing they can do to help is help with the medical expenses. So talk to us about givebutter.com.
Yeah, so we've set up a givebutter.com. Hold on just 1 second. You want something to say?
God bless her.
Honey, babies. Right here.
Good.
I'm sorry, Polly. Sorry.
And Alexis is 23, correct?
She's 23 years old. Yeah.
And I saw a video of her dancing, so she's active, beautiful young woman. Talk about the injuries. I can see she has this bruising on her face. Is that bruising?
Yeah, it's bleeding under her skin. She's got hematomas behind her head. She's got one under her head as well, doesn't she?
She has one under this armpit right here. She's got them on her knees everywhere.
Behind
She's got them on her toes. Got them all over her back. She's got it on her ears, the back of her neck, everywhere. Everywhere. Her neck is so tense that it's so inflated that you can't even, you're pressing on it and you can't put pressure because you feel
So
like it's
tight.
dense.
So this is, to our viewers listening, this is Samantha. Samantha is Alexis' sister. Samantha, talk about your sister before this happened. Have you ever seen her in any kind of condition like this before?
Never. I've never seen her this bad in my entire life. She's always so happy-go-lucky and silly. And she's always so sweet, and she had a lot of energy. She loves to cook, and we'd have so much fun going out on adventures together. But she just doesn't have enough energy to do so anymore after PNH. And then when she came in for this treatment, this just was wrong.
After the
So
vaccine. Yeah.
The 3 vaccines that they said that they were going to give, and then afterwards told us that they gave us something completely different, even though the nurse actually read on the bottle what the vaccine was to both of us. And then the doctors told us that they needed it so that she could have her biopsy Monday. And this was on Friday. And so within 10 minutes, it started coming down this way, and they didn't even start addressing any of it until she started having a darker bruising like this on the side. And then it just continued going, and it hasn't stopped. The only relief she's had is that it's just kind of stopped burning, but it feels like pins and needles on a constant basis, and it goes all the way into her scalp. It's absolutely atrocious, and they have not done anything to flush her system, and they've done absolutely nothing but give her pain meds and some Benadryl or Tylenol. I don't know what
Is the pain, she's in a lot of pain. Is it
A lot of pain.
She typically says it's like a 100 out of 10.
She was
1 to 10.
screaming all night last night. She was screaming all night last.
Oh no, what happened? I think we've lost them. You're back. Can you hear me? I
My
think you're
phone
on
on.
mute.
I didn't have my phone on do not disturb, and so Steve just called, so that's why we lost you.
Okay.
Do you want to continue?
Yeah, are we still live? Lou? Okay. Oops. Don't think we meant to do that. Okay. So,
Okay. All right.
okay, so the pain, we've established that poor Alexis is in lots of pain. Where I wasn't clear on, Samantha, is are they saying that they didn't give her vaccines now?
They're saying they gave her completely different vaccines. They're not saying that they didn't give her the meningitis one, but they're saying they didn't give her tetanus or pneumonia. And that's not, they gave her tetanus, pneumonia, and meningitis. But
Because you were there.
they gave her 2 meningitis ones, which makes no sense when we read it out and the lady showed us everything. She gave us paperwork, and they just
Yeah, we got the paperwork right there.
we've got the paperwork, Polly, of what they printed out of what they gave her, but now the nurses and doctors are telling us that that's not actually what was given to her. So we signed a medical release to get her medical records to see what's on her medical records. But here on the printout that was given was meningococcal vaccine, the hemophilus vaccine, and the tetanus vaccine. When I spoke with the nurses and doctors, they told me that they did not give her the tetanus vaccine, but on the printout here, it says it was given. So we will have to get to the bottom of that. Regardless of what vaccines were given, the vaccine did this reaction to her because within 10 minutes, she reacted, had a locked jaw, had this purple bruising develop all over her body, and she was vomiting, and she's just basically gone downhill ever since those 3 were administered about 2 minutes apart. So she got 3 shots 2 minutes apart from each other. And within 10 minutes, this horrific reaction began.
So,
and was not stopped.
Irrelevant of what vaccine she got. And by the way, there is no single tetanus vaccine anymore. So goodness knows what we did give her. Irrelevant of that, do they understand that this is a vaccine reaction, the doctors?
No, they don't claim that it's a vaccine issue. They think that it's, what's that one that they said it was? It has to do with only young children can get it, animals can get it.
Parvo.
Yes, thank you.
Parvovirus.
It says that it's parvo, which makes absolutely no sense because when she came in, she was weak from the PNH. All she needed was blood transfusions and just to make sure that her levels were proper. But they wanted to blame it on every other thing in the whole entire world instead of saying this is what it is. And I talked to the doctor today and I said, she's immunely compromised and you gave her vaccines. It makes absolutely no sense as to why you would do that. And she said, there's no such, she was fine. She was perfectly fine. I said, well, why aren't you flushing it out of her system? There's no such thing. You can't flush somebody's system of this.
And also her inflammatory markers are really high. Her D-dimer is sky high. I can't remember if it was her ferritin or I was looking at her labs. I haven't slept all night long. So, but her inflammatory markers are super high as well, which is consistent of, having multiple vaccines on an already autoimmune system that she was dealing with or condition she was dealing with. So.
Samantha, has she ever had a vaccine reaction before?
No, not at all. Because when we were younger, my dad stopped vaccines before she would even go for them. I was getting them at vaccines when I was going to elementary school, and we witnessed a kid getting the same vaccines actually pass out and have a seizure due to the same vaccines we were getting. So he went and he got a religious exemption, and no, we had no vaccines other than the tetanus shot for 6th grade or 7th grade, whatever one it was, because that's mandatory to move on to 8th grade, I think.
7th grade.
Yeah, so we got that one, and that was it. That's the only thing we've ever had past that, and only thing she's really ever had. My dad can probably tell you whatever she got as a baby, but honestly, she's never done vaccines like that. My dad's very, very against it.
She was basically bullied into this to get treatment. She was told that she would either be discharged from the hospital if she didn't get these vaccines, and they would not treat her without them. So in order to continue getting blood transfusions and the treatments for her PNH, she had to get them. And right after she got them, this whole cascade of events took place.
All right. And so to our viewers who don't know this story, they are in Orange County, California. And now you are waiting for an ambulance to take Alexis where? Don't name the hospital. Just tell us.
Yeah, we will be somewhere as well in this area. But we will be, we were waiting to go to another hospital where we have doctors there ready to treat her and take care of her.
And these doctors understand the situation.
They do.
Okay, well, everybody, please put up that givebutter.com again, Lou. Nurse Angela and Samantha, it'd be great to have you on tomorrow morning's Good Morning Show to update us on how Alexis is getting on. Alexis, if you can hear me, just know how much you're loved around the world, and this should never have happened to you. And we are going to keep praying and giving money and doing everything we can to get you better. So please know how much you're loved.
Yes.
Thank you, Polly. Thank you, CHG. We love you and appreciate you.
We'll speak to you in the morning. Godspeed, everybody, and much prayers over you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lots of love.
That's all up to you.
It's just, my foot.
But we got it.